Welcome to Sa Dec in the Mekong Delta. We're about 110 kilometres southwest of Saigon and about 40 kilometres or so from the border of Cambodia. Now, Sa Dec is famous for its history. It's also famous for markets, food, noise, motorbikes, flowers, and lovers as well. So we might even go and check out somewhere where some lovers hung out back in the 1900s or so, whenever that was. But in this video, I'm going to take you around Sa Dec. I'm going to take you to some great places where you can eat, hang out, have a look at a bit of history, and just take in the people and culture. It's a fantastic place to visit, so let's go and check it out.
With brekkie done, it was time to hit up Huyen Thuy Le House, aka the Lover's House. Now, unless you're into soppy romance, escapist fiction like Mills and Boon or Jackie Collins, or chick lit set in French Indochina times in which an older man takes advantage of a much younger lady, well, teenager really, then you probably don't know what I'm talking about. Well, the Lover's House is one of the many houses that belong to the family of Huyen Thuy Le. He was the lover and central character in French author Marguerite Duras' 1984 novel, The Lover, which was set in late 1920s Vietnam. Look it up if that's what floats your barge, but there's really no need to because the building itself is a draw card even if you don't know anything about the story. While there are many buildings just like it throughout the Delta, it just so happens that there's an intriguing yarn behind this one. So this is Huyen Thuy Le House, better known as the Lover's House from the Marguerite Duras novel, The Lover. Now, am I feeling loved up after coming here and visiting this place? Well, not really, but I can see that people can get swept up in the romanticism of living in this house and falling in love with someone from this house and living by the river in Sa Dec. Should you come here? Well, why not? Come and visit it, tick it off the list, and then head out around town and check out all the other fantastic places that are around here to see. Now, Sa Dec's a fantastic place to get around on a motorbike. It's got a great grid system, it's laid out nicely for tourists. But the other fantastic thing, apart from the music, is that it's great to get around on foot. And the local authorities have done a great thing here for tourists especially, and they've got signs here, and the streets are named after national heroes, artists, singers, you name it, people who are important in history. And beneath the sign there's a little bit of an inscription or description of what they're famous for, and all you have to do is get on your trusty Google or Wikipedia and check it out. Done with all that romantic stuff, I threw a leg over the motorbike and hopped into Kien and Cung Pagoda. At 1,000 square metres and built between 1924 and 1927, this charming pagoda faces the small Kien River, with most of the materials used in its construction originating from Fujian province in China, while the building footprint is in the form of the character meaning merit. And hopefully with a visit here and this video of it, let's hope I can earn some of that. Pagodas are dotted about in every town and city throughout Vietnam, and so one can be excused for thinking that if they've seen one, they've seen them all, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Kien and Cung Pagoda has plenty of finely carved gilded woodwork and delicate frescoes that flank the altar. All the while, a small open-air courtyard allows the burning of incense to facilitate contact with the gods. Even the least spiritual of people will enjoy the elements that make up this building, and just the overall ambience emanating throughout the place.
Well, wasn't that fantastic? This is Kien and Cung Pagoda in Sa Dec, and it was built in the 1920s, interestingly, by the family of Huyen Thuy Le, otherwise known as the Lover. Now, I feel a little bit uncomfortable referring to him as the Lover. I should probably refer to him as a gentleman, and he was part of a family that have left a long-standing legacy here in the form of this temple, not just of the house or the house known as the Lover's House. Now, it's a beautiful place, so I recommend you come to this pagoda and perhaps prioritize it over the Lover's House just down the street there by the river. Now, this morning I've done architecture, I've done romance, there's not much else left but food.